The 7th race weekend of the FIA Formula 3 European Championship is at the 4.3-kilometre long Circuit Park Zandvoort in the dunes right at the North Sea coast, and the pole sitter is Lando Norris, second in the championship. The conditions for race 19 on Saturday: sunny and dry, but also windy. So the start of race 1, Lando Norris keeps P1. Ferdinand Habsburg loses P2 to Joel Eriksson and also Maximilian Günther, who's sporting a new pink car colour for the rest of the season. Guan Yu Zhou gets on the inside line in turn 1. He drives into Ralph Aron. Aron crashes with David Beckman and Beckman flips into the gravel. So this will mean a drive-through penalty for Guan Yu Zhou, but the best news of all is that David Beckman gets out completely uninjured. It would seem that not all drivers were getting along with the new tarmac here at Zandvoort, as Marino Sato breaks a front wing in the gravel. After 21 laps, Lando Norris will claim his 6th win of the season. Runner-up is Joel Eriksson, followed by Maximilian Günther, who will remain the leader of the championship. So celebrations for Carlin Motorsport and celebrations for their driver Lando Norris on the podium. Race 2 in Zandvoort on Sunday morning sees the pole sitter, the Prema Power Team driver Callum Eilert. The spectators watch on from the grandstands as race 2 gets underway, and they all head towards the Tarzan turn, which is turn number 1. So as the field makes their way through turn 1, there are a few lockups, but thankfully no accidents. However, it wouldn't be long before Pedro Piquet and Joey Mawson came together, Piquet sliding into the gravel and ends up having to retire, and the safety car is deployed. A drive-through penalty for Jihan Daruvala after a jump start. The Indian falls back from P8 to the very back of the field and will attack Amaya Vaidyanathan and comes very close to a pit board. Eventually, the overtake would happen through the Tarzan turn. At the finish, Callum Eilert gains a sovereign start-to-finish victory. Runner-up is Jake Hughes, Lando Norris is P3, and the new championship leader, as Maximilian Günther only finishes P7. Celebrations for the Prema Power Team and celebrations for their driver, Callum Eilert. Race 3 in Zandvoort, the pole sitter is Lando Norris, who is, of course, the new championship leader. The green flag from the marshal at the rear indicates the start sequence can get underway, and get underway does Lando Norris with a brilliant start. However, for David Beckman in P6, it was a bad start and he falls back. So Lando Norris will keep the lead going through turn number 1, and the field thankfully cleanly through turn number 1. Callum Eilert would have to get the front of his car changed, though he has to retire later in the race due to technical issues. Mick Schumacher and Joey Mawson having a fierce fight for P10 in the race, and Lando Norris, though, is controlling it from the front and already has a gap of nearly 6 seconds behind him. Nikita Mazepin will attack Ralph Aron for P8. A little bit of contact between the two of them as they make their way through the Tarzan turn. But at the finish, Lando Norris wins for the 2nd time this weekend, ahead of Ferdinand Habsburg and Maximilian Günther. The Parc Fermé celebrations for Lando Norris then, as he secures yet another win, and in the Drivers' Championship he's on 313 points, and he leaves Zandvoort as the championship leader ahead of Maximilian Günther and Joel Eriksson.